Welcome to Mix with Bitvic. Today we are going to be talking about the origins of R whites and lemonade. The origin story of lemonade is a little bit fuzzy. The science and genomic sequencing suggests that citruses descended in the wild in what was to become Asia 8 million years ago. Lemons, along with oranges, grapefruits, limes, mandarins, and all of the citrus are hybrids derived from ancestral fruits from this era. According to that genomic study, lemons are considered to be a cross between a wild citrus known as citron and a semi-domesticated variety of bitter orange. The first written mention of lemonade-like drinks comes from On Lemon, Its Drinking and Use, an Arabic text written in the 12th century by the physician Ibn Jameh. He wrote down a number of drinks recipes that included not only lemon juice, but fruits, herbs and spices. Jameh recommended lemonade for its health benefits, and that reputation followed it into Europe, along with the sugar and the lemon itself. The price of its ingredients initially reserved it for the very rich and the very sick. In Europe in the 17th century, lemonade made its debut in Paris, made of sparkling water, lemon juice and honey. Paris was filled with wandering lemonade vendors who sold the drink from elaborate tanks strapped to their backs. These vendors even eventually formed a union called the Compagnie des Limonadiers. It was so popular, it even inadvertently helped fight off the Black Death in Paris as it swept back across Europe. The streets of Paris were littered with lemon peels that rats happily feasted on. Within those lemon peels was a naturally occurring chemical called limonene, which was actually poisonous to the fleas, spreading the plague. This prevented the spread from rats to humans. Due to advancements in carbonation, in the 1800s, lemon cordial and carbonated water were forever joined together to create fizzy lemonade as we know it. The first written reference was in 1833, linking its origins to that of ginger beer. By the 1840s, London was home to more than 50 manufacturers. No account of lemonade variations is complete without a mention of travelling circuses and the creation of pink lemonade. Accounts place the invention of this eye-catching drink around the mid to late 19th century. Some claim it was invented by Henry E. Allett, who ran away with a travelling circus and accidentally added red cinnamon candies to some lemonade. Others claim that Pete Conklin, also making lemonade whilst working for a circus, used some water that a performer had used to wring out some pink coloured tights. Regardless of whether either is true, it seems the original emphasis was on the colour and not necessarily the flavour. Robert White was born in 1824, and at the age of 21 he and his wife Mary started selling homemade ginger beer from a wheelbarrow in Camberwell. The business expanded rapidly, and by 1869 the company had 5 production units and 16 depots across the Midlands and the southeast of London. In 1891, Mr. White took control of H.D. Rawlings, whose business operated in the London area sometime between 1770 and 1815. Rawlings had always specialised in what are now known as mixers. With R whites concentrating on lemonade, their amalgamation was a logical step. This made them the biggest single force in the soft drinks industry in London and the Midlands. White engaged his sons, Robert James and John George, to help him run the business, and the company became known as R Whites and Sons Limited. By the late 1880s, R Whites had a distribution fleet of 309 horses and 203 vans. In the First World War, the company generously supplied over half of its horses and vans to our country's war effort. The Second World War takes a huge toll on the company, with many factories destroyed in the Blitz. 3 were flattened in London alone. In 1961, R Whites bounces back with a vengeance. The factory in Barking is reopened with new technology, producing 70% of all bottled products in the UK. In 1986, Bitvic adds R Whites, a brand with rich heritage to its expanding portfolio. Lemonade is often a forgotten category in the mixed drinks department. There are many simple serves such as the gin and lemonade and the whiskey and lemonade that are still popular today. You'll often find pink gin and lemonades on cocktail menus across the UK. You only have to think about the Pimm's and lemonade to see its potential. In its essence, the serve is a spritz, and I don't need to tell you just how popular the spritz style cocktails are. We believe that this is a space the industry hasn't utilised lemonade to its fullest potential. Our whites boast a recipe that still has real lemons to this day, with a range of flavours that includes cloudy lemonade, elderflower and raspberry. Perfect for creating cocktails and mocktails all year round.